What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video where we will talk about the claims coming from Germany that Liverpool are interested in Jamal Musiala, the incredible Bayern talent who is actually Bayern Munich's top scorer this season. Believe it or not, he's having an incredible season and I think he's exactly the kind of player that Liverpool should sign either in the January transfer window or next summer. Probably next summer is more realistic. Bayern wouldn't want to lose him in the middle of the season. And also we will talk about the Liverpool Rangers game and the reaction to it from Klopp, Ronald and many other Liverpool related news. So if you enjoy these, make sure to leave a like. And that's according to journalist Florian Prattenberg. Liverpool are going for Jamal Musiala. They are interested in signing him, but it's not going to be easy to buy him from Bayern Munich because at the moment he's one of Bayern's best and most important players. And at the moment it looks like Musiala is a little bit uninterested in leaving Bayern because he's very happy and very settled at Bayern. He's playing every week and Bayern don't really want to sell him. And actually, even though he's now being a regular for the Germany national team, Musiala spent most of his youth career playing for England. The young midfielder was brought up in England, playing for Southampton and Chelsea before joining Bayern, so he actually has ties to English football. Liverpool are likely to be in the market for a midfielder, that's well documented, but signing a talent as big as Musiala from as big a club as Bayern Munich is not going to be easy, so Liverpool probably have to pay a lot of money for him. Bayern Munich gave Musiala an opportunity at a young age and now he's playing regularly for them in the Bundesliga and in the Champions League. They just won 5-0 yesterday against Victoria Pilsen, and also Musiala got an assist, and on the weekend he scored as well. So Musiala is just 19 years old. It's incredible how good he is at a teenager level. Similar to Jude Bellingham, he has come through at an early age. His place of birth is Stuttgart, Germany, but he grew up representing, the English national team at youth level. Musiala was called up in November 2020 to the England under-21 squad. And after choosing to represent the England under-21 team, the German Football Association indicated that they had actually stopped pursuing Musiala. The youth team coach of Germany said, "He has clearly signaled to us that he currently sees his future with the English national teams. We accept his decision and wish him all the best." And Musiala previously indicated that he felt more comfortable playing for England at youth level than for Germany, as he grew up as a footballer at Chelsea with other English players, whereas for Germany he did not know any of the other players. But then on February 24th, 2021, Musiala announced that he actually decided to represent his birth nation, Germany, for full international matches, and he received his first call up straight away in March of 2021 for the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, and he will probably go to the World Cup with Germany. So that is actually a big loss for the England national team because Musiala is very talented. Last season was his best goal scoring season. He scored 8 goals in 40 matches. Previous season he scored 7 in 37. Just to signal how amazing he started this season, he has already 7 goals in just 12 games. So he is very close to surpassing his best season with Bayern Munich in 12-15 games, which is absolutely crazy. His current market value is around 80 million euros, which is a lot of money, and probably Bayern won't even sell him for that. He will probably go for 100 million plus euros because his contract expires in 2026, so he still has another 4 years left on his contract. So this could be an incredibly difficult deal for Liverpool to pull off. And I mean, look at his stats for this season: 7 goals and 6 assists in just 12 games. That is absolutely mind-blowing goal contributions. And most of those goals and assists came in the Bundesliga and in the Champions League, so not in against the lower league side in the German Cup. So 5 goals and 3 assists in the Bundesliga in 7 games, 3 games, 2 assists in the Champions League so far. So Musiala is having his best season by far. And I mean, this is what is staggering about this: 7 goals and 6 assists in 12 games. Those are like numbers that Ronaldo and Messi would be proud of. Maybe not them, but do you get my drift? Like Salah would be proud of those numbers in 12 games. Last season, In 40 games, he got 8 goals and 6 assists. You can excuse that, he's just 18 years old last season. But this season he's 19 and he's already pretty much matched last season's numbers, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. At 19 years old, he's like tearing it up in the Bundesliga. So let me know, do you think Liverpool have any chance of signing Musiala? Let me know in the comments below. And Trent Alexander-Arnold also claimed that it was an outstanding, great performance from Liverpool. On Saturday against Brighton it was disappointing, Trent said. We never really got going, our press wasn't there. We were slow out of the blocks, it was the complete opposite today. We started well, it continued throughout the game. They had their spells in the second half, but overall we played outstanding. I don't normally score those free kicks from that side, I usually score them from the other side of the pitch. For me it was just about getting it on target, it's what I was focusing on and what I was practicing. There's always a chance of it going in with rebounds and stuff like that. And oh, this is a great picture of that free kick, brilliant. And also, this is very telling on Trent Alexander-Arnold's attitude. He said of his recent performances, no matter what, I always try to think positively. People say things, but for me it's about going out there, performing for the team. That's the only thing that matters, coming out here and getting the wins and helping the team win games. Yeah, it's been a tough start to the season for me, but I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Trent also was talking about playing a different formation. We went back to a bit more of a basic 4-4-2 and played it really well. We shifted across the pitch really well. We made it compact. They couldn't play through us. They were playing a lot of long balls and stuff like that, and we were winning second balls. The change in tactic definitely helped us today. So we will see what happens going forward. He's referring to, we will see whether Jurgen Klopp will keep this formation or whether we will change it back to the 4-3-3. But we need to be more defensively solid. We need at least 2 midfielders who are not running forward. Like Henderson and Fabinho needs to sit back even when we are attacking, because that covers the space that Trent inevitably leaves behind when he's going forward. This year is going to be very intense, Trent continued. For us it's what we are used to, playing 3 games a week. There's no excuses there. It's exciting when it's coming thick and fast for us, and that's the good thing. When you have a bad result, straight away you can bounce back 2 or 3 days later. And Jurgen Klopp also spoke about the Rangers win, which was really, really important. This is the game that Liverpool wanted to play. Good game, actually, the game we wanted to play. A really good defensive performance in a new structure. Offensively, we created an awful lot without using. Rangers goalie made a couple of really nice saves and missed some sitters, but I like it a lot. The 2 goals we scored were really nice. One is a penalty, but the move from Luis Diaz for the penalty was really good, and we played well in these areas. And the free kick from Trent was outstanding. I said it now all to the other interviewers. Set piece goals are actually my favorite goals because you don't have to wait for VAR, you can just celebrate them. So in the end I think Rangers came up a little bit, but with one situation really where Alisson had to make a save, but apart from that I liked the game a lot. And he's not really, Jurgen Klopp is not really frustrated that it wasn't a 4-0 win. It's 2-0, that's a top result, gives us the 3 points. Let's keep going. And he also spoke specifically about Darwin Núñez. The way the boys moved up front today together, I thought was extremely good. For only 1 session working on it, to be honest, we never did this before. We had now 1 session with a low intensity because we had only played recently. So you just see how good a striker he is to be constantly in these situations. Darwin Núñez. I think everybody saw that tonight. That. Scoring goals will happen for him, so all good. I can't wait for the moment when I can read newspapers again, because I didn't read them for weeks. That is funny. I love Jurgen Klopp's sense of humor. I don't know what's happening in the world, to be honest. I know the big news, the bad news, I have no clue, but the criticism is completely fine. We are not over the moon about our situation, let me say it like this. We played here some really good games. Champions League nights at Anfield are always quite enjoyable. That's what happened tonight again. Then we were really up. I don't think it had too much to do with the situation. The game gave us this job to do. But that's how I said I saw tonight a team fully committed. And that's what I liked a lot. And that's what we have to do going forward. And against Napoli, Rangers also played with a back 5. So it didn't really surprise Liverpool. He said we had to prepare for both. I think our setup was the biggest surprise tonight. Let me say it like this, that's for sure. We surprised ourselves. Yeah, these situations can then happen. It was difficult to defend. I think Diogo Jota Jota moved particularly well between the lines. I said that even in my post-match reaction video, make sure to check it out if you haven't already. Darwin Núñez kept them away, but we will see what we do when we go to Rangers. We respect them a lot, we know it's a different game, different occasion, and we don't even think that we are kind of halfway through on the right side. That's why I said 2-0, top result, tough game. Fight, good, go from here. He's probably referring to if Liverpool had beaten Rangers 4-0, then there could have been a complacency creeping in, and going to Rangers there could have been a little bit complacency from Liverpool. But now I think we will take that game extremely seriously. And on the change in Liverpool's system, Jurgen Klopp said it had a little bit to do with the game, but not too much. It was for us. We wanted to defend differently to what we usually do. If you have seen us for a few years now, if somebody was criticizing us for defending, it was more talking about a high line than people created now when we were in a defensive pressing situation. They created a lot of chances. That's rare. It was rare, but happened more. That's why we set it up slightly different, closed the different gaps. We knew obviously the left side of Rangers is the creative side with Ryan Kent, Barisic, Tavernier is a big threat in the finishing situation. So that was the part that had to do with the game. But apart from that, no. Alexander-Arnold had a good game defensively, especially a wonderful goal. How I said, we set it up differently. We cannot talk about it every week, but Trent has no defensive problem. We had a defensive problem, hopefully had, in past tense, because our timing was not right, and we take risk in defending. Everybody knows that. If then the timing is not right, you open gaps, and these gaps are very often in the back of Trent. Not because of him, but because of other situations, as then he has to track back. Yes, we were not in a perfect moment, and that's why we just adjusted it slightly. It's actually quite funny and amusing that when I was conceding so many goals on the FIFA 23 Liverpool career mode, I also switched to a 4-2-3-1 formation like 2 days or 3 days ago in an episode, and Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool do the same just 2 or 3 days later. That's just funny to me. Rangers are a really good team, doing really well and played an exceptional season in Europe last year. They were unlucky, they lost the final, they qualified for the Champions League, and that's all positive. You cannot have it all in one, but you need a bit of time to adapt to Europe as well. Maybe it is the wrong press conference to talk about Celtic. I'm not sure if you will all stand up and go if I say the word, but I think both of these clubs made the big steps in the last few years. If you want, you can talk about the gulf between English and Scottish football, or you see how close they came, and that's pretty much the way I would look at it. And that's the proper way. You write Rangers off at your own period, especially at their home stadium. They can beat anyone on their day. They showed that in the Champions League. They knocked out a very strong Borussia Dortmund side. So I think Liverpool need to take this Rangers-Liverpool game seriously. But first, bring on Arsenal. I'm now confident again that Liverpool can get a result against Arsenal, and if we do that, then we can really start getting going in the Premier League as well. And I think Liverpool are still in the Premier League title race just because there is so many games to play. You can't write Liverpool off. Last season they were 14 or 15 points behind Man City at the halfway stage, so that's an even worse position than what Liverpool are in right now, and we could still came within a whisker of winning the Premier League title. So Liverpool's upcoming fixtures could go a long way in determining whether the team will mount a genuine title challenge. Frankly, we have to beat Arsenal and Man City. So the Arsenal game is at the Emirates. Okay, that makes it even more tricky. But after that we play Man City at Anfield. We have to get 6 points if we want to win the title. 4 points might not be enough. Maybe if we beat Man City and draw against Arsenal, maybe I will say Liverpool are still in the title race, but even then it will be a really long shout, a tough shout. And also Arsenal will be absolutely buzzing after beating Tottenham in the North London derby. But Liverpool are a different animal than Tottenham, and hopefully we will turn up in our best shape. And I wouldn't actually mind this same formation, the 4-2-3-1 formation. So defensively we are more solid, because we can always score goals. Going forward, we are always going to score goals. So I'm really looking forward to that game. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.